Welcome to the live stream. Today we're going to break down Vladimir Guerrero's 2 home run day. I seen this and I was like, you know what? It'd be pretty cool to break his swing down and break down what's going on here. So if you jumped in, say hi, say hello, hit that like button. You know, help me out. Give me that like and subscribe to the channel if you're new here. And today, again, we're going to jot down Vladimir Guerrero's 2 run home run day. So before we get started, I want to know who's here. So comment right now and let me know you're here. All right. So let's do it now. Okay. So first of all,
see, that's one thing I would never do as a catcher. You go through the lineup first.
So first of all, as he walks into the batter's box right now, and the count is 0-0. All right, and if you guys see at the bottom of the screen right now, it says that he is 0 for 1 and he has a ground out to first. So why does he have a ground out to first? Well, you guys can't see right now, but it's a lefty pitcher up. So how do why do you think a guy like Vladimir Guerrero Jr. is hitting a ground ball to first base? And I want to know you guys' thoughts. Can you put it in the comment section right now? Why is Vladimir Guerrero Jr. hitting a ground ball to first base? Remember, this is a power hitter and the number 3 hole hitter. So why do you think his first at bat he hit a ground ball to first? Comment below. Got a few people on. Thank you guys for jumping on. But again, why do you think that's so? Okay. So the question is, why do you think Vladimir Guerrero Jr. hit a ground ball to first base? And the answer is his hitting approach. He's thinking to drive the ball to right center. It's a left-handed pitcher, and you don't want to roll over him. You want to drive this ball to the opposite field. You know what I mean? Especially his fastball, okay? So the approach is, as a right-handed hitter, you want to drive this ball to right field. That's the reason why he grounded out in his first at bat to first base, because he was seeing it a little bit deeper. Now let's go into the at bat.
Time you give up one hit, yeah, it's a home run. Why change? I mean, you got the upper hand. Don't change until the hitters make you. Vladdy hits it high deep to center, and this is a long one over the hitter's eye in deep center field. Wow!
Over the batter's eye. That's crazy. That's crazy.
His 10th extra base hit on this homestand.
Big man trot right there. Big man trot. Even the second baseman, he's looking like, did he really go over the batter's eye?
That looked like a changeup, and that cutter has been
so you hear what they're
so
saying?
well.
Changeup right now. Okay. So they're about to show you a little flash. Let's see right here. All right. So here's the pitch.
Center field with baseballs.
So he's throwing a changeup. So since he's throwing that changeup, it's allowing him to catch it out front and drive this ball over, center field. Now, if he was thinking pull, he would have hit this ball, a ground ball to third base. But the fact that his hitting approach was middle away, that's why his first at bat, he hit the ball to first base, because there should be no reason why a power hitter should be hitting the ball to first base unless he had the hitting approach of driving into the opposite field. So we have this changeup right here that he drives because his hitting approach was driving this ball to the opposite field. Throws a changeup, it floats right in there. And, look at this pose right here. He's on his backside, got that stiff front side, follow through the extension through the baseball. Very, very pretty. We're going to see it on the side angle right now.
Vladdy hits balls in batting practice.
So look at that. Hands, and I always tell you guys about the bat. It's pointing to the catcher. The knob of the bat's pointing to the catcher, and then the head of the bat should be about the middle of your head. And this is like a powerful position. And look how all his weight is right here on his backside. And as he starts driving forward with his front foot, and he starts making the decision. He's going to swing. Look how now his scap is getting activated, and now it's about to start getting on plane. See, turns, boom, gets on plane right there, heads down on the ball. He's stiffening that front side out, and then he takes that top hand right to it. And look, stiff front side, and he's using that back hip, and it's all rotating together. Catches the ball out front and stays through it. Look at that. Stays through that ball. And look, that wrist, look at that. That's a pretty finish right there. Boom. Balance, super balance behind the ball. Look at that. 60% here, 40% of the weight here. Everything is on the backside to drive that baseball.
An hour, that's a change. Recognizes it. He stays back.
Oh man!
Just that
but look,
that's
all I'm saying is that's the hitting approach. So, and when they leave off-speed pitches up in the zone, those are the balls that are going to go super, super far. But it comes back to having a plan before stepping into that batter's box. And the reason why I wanted to do this is because you see he has that plan. And that plan was to drive the ball to the opposite field. So now we're going to go into the next at bat. So here it is, scores 5-3 right now. The count is 2-2, and he's facing a sidearm pitcher. And if you guys haven't seen any of my breakdowns, go and check it out where I'll have, I guess, some links in the description that goes through the hitter's approach or hitting approaches versus different pitchers. And one of them is against sidearm pitchers. But if you're a right-hander, you definitely want to, look at that video.
Location, he's got a one.
So we got a right-handed pitcher. He's on this side of the rubber. So what he wants to do is get you to ground out. So he's going to put it right here as a sinker, and then the slider is going to come like a front door slider. So it's going to come a little bit out you, but it's going to come over the middle of the plate, and that's the one I believe you should be wanting to hit. That's, from these sidearm guys, you got to take advantage of these sliders that they throw because it just floats right in there. So let's see if he takes advantage.
.39 OPS.
I'm telling you, man, the slow slider from those guys, you can hit those balls so far. You can hit those balls so far.
For the lead in breaking ball, he was.
Let's go back here. So here, look at this guy. He's coming here. They want the ball away, and he throws a front door right here. We're starting at him. He's being slow. He's looking for his pitch, which I'm sure he's looking for that slider because it's hard to hit a sinker from these type of guys, but you can hit the slider from this type of guy. And you see how it's coming? And he's like seeing it the entire way. Like, oh man, this is a cookie. I'm about to eat this bad boy. He's just fired up right now to eat this. Look at his eyes right now. It's like he's hungry. I bet at this moment right now, he is just salivating, just drooling right now because they see this thing just hanging over the middle of the plate. And then this catcher is like, uh-oh. And then here it comes. Boom, just float right there. Look at that extension through the baseball. Look at that extension. That's beautiful. Bam. Finished through that ball. And that's special right there.
Breaking ball he was sitting on.
And look at what he said. He said breaking ball he was sitting on. I'm telling you, it's easy to hit the slider versus these guys. This is the guys you want to be, looking for that off-speed pitch. That sinker is tough to hit versus these guys.
Breaking ball. The breaking ball he was sitting on. He gets an inner half. Mistake.
He literally took his bat all the way to first base.
And Vladdy uncorks one to left field. They bring in the.
Hold up, let's look at that. Ooh, look how he gets in that position right there. Real balance, 50-50. Like it's not jumping on that front foot. He's staying back. Look at that. The triangle right here. Oh man, that's beautiful. And look how this starts stiffening out. Look at that front hip start stiffening out. And it's not rolling over. It's stiffening out. And then he's used all this is synced up to turn to get on plane. Boom. Get on plane. Again, stiffen out.
the right-hander Thompson to get a better breaking ball.
Ooh.
It's not going to matter. When you throw a bad one like he did against a good hitter, it doesn't matter. That one 384 feet
He
to
took
left
his bat
field.
all the way to first base. I want to know what you guys think about that. What's going on, Trevor? I want to know what you guys think about that. Do you guys think that, that's messed up? He's taking the bat all the way to first base.
84 feet to left field. A bomb. You don't think he's excited?
Awesome.
One you can celebrate for sure.
You guys, what do you guys think about that? What do you think about his swing? I want to know what you guys think. You like these videos right here where I go live and I show you about, I take a dive into their swing real quick and give you, that insight. Is this something that you guys would like? Because I'll, start doing it more if it's something that you guys like. Power, I mean, he has bat speed. His bat speed is very high. But power comes from a lot of different things. I mean, you got to think about when it comes to baseball, at the MLB level, the balls are wound tighter. So since the balls are wound tighter, the balls spin more. So they did a study actually from AAA to the MLB. And how we doing, Cosmic? How's it going? They did a study from AAA to the MLB, and the balls go 40 feet farther from AAA to the big leagues. So when you ask where does the power come from, power, to answer your question, power comes from putting obviously a good swing. You have bat speed. You have the pitching velocity, how fast it's coming in, and your point of contact. Let's look at these pitches right here. Let's go back to this just to explain. Look how
78 miles an hour.
That's how Vladdy hits balls in batting practice.
So look where his point of contact is. The point of contact is like at his foot, his front foot. So it's out front. And then see how he pushes through that baseball. So he does have a lot of bat speed, but bat speed and power comes from your point of contact being out front, how fast the pitcher is throwing, and how fast you can get the bat to the ball, and then finishing getting through the baseball, and then the angle in which you hit it too. So we got to check what is the angle in which he hit this baseball. I mean, I probably should have done a little bit more work if I'm thinking about it, but I could have seen what's the angle on that too, because if he hits this angle and it's a low line drive, it's not going to be a home run. So the angles matter as well. And it's good. Like him, his whole job is, can he get the ball in the air? If he could get the ball in the air pretty often, it's going to be a home run. And again, you got to hit the ball out front, got to drive that ball. So let's look at this one right here. Where is it?
Breaking ball. The breaking ball he was sitting on. He gets an inner half mistake. Excuse me, the right hand.
Oh, there it is.
They bring in.
So hands get back. Look where the point of contact is. The ball's right here. Look where the point of contact is. He's going to hit it again about a little bit more out front, so about his front foot. So on stride, if you're hitting it about a little bit out front here, that's how you drive the baseball and get that extension through it. Look how he's punching through it. Look at that direction. It's literally going straight to the pitcher. So really, really good extension. If I had to say, like, to explain it again, look how his hands are at a 12, let's say 12 o'clock right now, okay? 12 o'clock. Now he gets on 9 o'clock, okay? Now he hits it at 6 o'clock, and then he goes to 3 o'clock, which is right here, and then he's back to 12 o'clock, okay? That's how you think about it. A lot of young hitters, what they do is they swing and they go here they go from 9 to 3. And you want to do the whole clock, a full hour or a full, day, a 12-hour shift. Go all through the entire swing until you finish. You know what I mean? So that's something that, I always tell my kids, just to give them a visual, and I might do a video explaining that a bit more. But basically, that's the gist of it right there, is going from, 12, his hands up. You see right now he's going to 9, and then he hits it at 6, which is right here. And then he keeps going to 3. This is 3 right here. Look at that's 3. And then right there is back to 12. So now he's back to 12. So that swing plane is there. Boom, right there. Okay. When you have that type of swing plane, you're going to put the ball in the air a little bit more. So, I hope that answers your question. And also the point, like I said, point of contact, bat speed, and angle in which you hit the ball. And what else? Yeah, those are pretty much how do you drive the ball. What's a good drill for extension? Because I always chop baseballs because I roll my wrist over and don't extend. So a real thing that I learned from A-Rod and several other players, something that you could do is go to a field, summers, spring, wherever you're at right now. Go to a baseball field, your length, get a tee, get a ball, get a fungo, and try to drive the ball over the center field wall. You're basically, if you do it right, you're going to be naturally put your body in this shape. And what you're going to have to do is put the ball a little bit out front to drive that ball, and you'll start getting that lift on it where it tries to, has that upward swing where it drives out the ballpark. So go and work on that, because that's going to help you a lot to get that swing path where you're not just chopping baseballs down. Because if you go and you put on that tee and you chop the ball down, you're not going to get the ball in the air where you can drive the ball. So put that ball on the tee, use a fungo, drive it. Now, if that doesn't, after you've done that several times, then get your bat and do it off the tee and try to drive it off the ballpark. If you guys know anything about him, if you know anything about Vladimir Guerrero Jr., this is what he was doing. He would put the tee right here, and he would try to drive the ball to right center over the fence, and he would try to drive it to center field over the fence. What that's going to force you to do is get that extension through the baseball. So work on that, and it's going to put you in a position like this, because if you push forward, that ball's going to go straight down, and you're not going to be able to lift it. But what you'll start doing is giving more of yourself, putting more of the weight back here, and all you have to do is just keep taking reps. So just do it as often as you can. Drive the ball to center field fence and drive it over to the right center fence. Stay up the middle. Don't worry about pulling the ball. Stay up the middle and driving it, and you'll start seeing your swing be more like this as you take more and more reps. Okay, more and more reps. So that's something I highly recommend. And if you guys about to get demonetized again, definitely hook it up on the super chat if that's something you want to help out. It definitely helps out. So, and also, do you guys like this style right here where I'm live and I'm breaking these swings down? I thought it'd be pretty cool to do it again. Yesterday I did it and it got a lot of views, and it's getting more and more views. So I was like, all right, let me try this now with Vladimir Guerrero Jr. So I'm trying it out, but I want to know you guys' thoughts. So comment below, let me know if that's something you'd be interested in. As far as let me move this a little bit. He says, how do you gain more exit velo? What part of your swing is more important for hitting the ball hard? Work on your lower half. Look at his lower half right here. Lower half is big. So you want to work on your lower half. Deadlifting, front squats, that's core as well. What about, you can work on glutes. Get those glutes bigger. Hamstrings, quads, get those. The more you get stronger, the farther you're going to hit the ball and harder you're going to hit the ball. So that's key. But as far as increasing your exit velo, you can underload and overload. Okay, so you want to mix both of those up. And overload is you want to put a weight on your bat, okay, and you swing with the weight on, and you swing as hard as you can off flips, off a tee, whatever, and then you drop the weight and go to a super light bat, so something lighter than your regular bat. So you're strengthening your your muscles by having weight on it, and then you're going to use a lighter bat to work your fast twitch muscles. So you do that over a course of 8 weeks, 8 weeks, or 12 weeks, 3 months, and measure yourself out. When you first start, you're going to be maybe at like a lower than you think. And then as you keep doing it 2 to 3 times a week, you're going to get faster and faster bat speed. Now, if you add that with eating right and weightlifting plan, that's how you're going to increase your exit velo. This is exactly what I did with one of my students who last year he had a 75 degree exit velo. Okay, 75. That's brutal. That's basically, he could barely get out of the infield. And he was like 6'2", right? And we got him on a weightlifting plan, and we got him working on his underload and overloading. And we did various other exercises and stuff, but that's pretty much it. And now he's at a 95 exit velo, and he's driving baseballs. He had his first homer last week in high school. And he's hitting more doubles, and he's a power hitter now. He's like 6 feet 200. I got to get him on here and talk about his whole thing. He'll do that. So we got to get him on here. But yeah, he was at 75 last year, and now he's at 95. And he literally went through this entire program. So that's why I always tell you guys, a year could go a long way. If you work your butt off, a year could go a long way. It can change you. Now, college coaches are reaching out to him. They're seeing him on his social media, and they're like, I'm interested in this guy because he looks the part. He looks the part now. Should you go knob to the ball? That's a good way of looking at it. You could think knob to the ball. I've never really thought that, but it's a good way of it's an easy way young kids can understand about going to the ball. Just don't go down to the ball. Like if you look at this swing, let's bring this back. If anything, you turn the barrel.
The breaking ball he was sitting on. He gets an inner half mistake.
He took the bat to first base.
Uncorks one to left field.
Okay, so look at how he's swinging right here. Okay. So look how he starts turning his backside. You see his barrel didn't go down to it. So when people say knob to the ball, what happens is the kid go knob down to the ball, but it's actually like he turned the barrel. Okay, he turned it. All right, let me see one more time.
Bring in
Look how he's turning. You see how he's turned that knob? So he's turning. It's like a little C right here. It's going C to there. It's like there. It's not knob down to it. And that's what you'll get with a lot of hitters, young hitters. They say knob to the ball, and then they knob go straight down to the ball. It's like, no, you got to get on plane with it. And it's like you're turning the barrel, or you're making like a little C right here, okay, that gets on plane with the ball. Look, you see how he's turning? He's turning it right now. And see, he's still turning. He's turning it. Look at that knob. It's turning to the ball. And then, boom, he turned the barrel and hit it out front and drove through it.
Excuse me.
So, does that make sense, Philip? Yeah. So you like this live stuff because it's easier to ask a question? That makes sense. Cosmic says, I love the lives. Susanna says, if I work my butt off in JUCO ball for a year, do you think I could transfer? Do you want to get drafted? Yeah, if you think so, it'll definitely happen. The question isn't what I believe. The question is, what do you believe? If you believe it'll happen, then it'll happen. I think it definitely could happen. Anything's possible if you're willing to work for it. You know how many people out here don't really want to be, they say they want to get drafted. They say they want to be D1, but they're not dedicated to it. There's a lot of people who aren't committed. And if you commit, which means you got to go all in, which means you might have to sacrifice going to, parties. You might have to sacrifice doing things that other people are doing. You're going to get your goal while other people are going to not get their goal. You got to go and take your reps. You got to go and practice. You got to work your butt off. it shouldn't even be practice. It should be something that you'd love to do, should be passionate about it. So do I think it's possible? For sure. I think you can go D1 and then get drafted for sure. Yeah. But the question is, do you think you got it? And are you going to commit to it? Because if you commit to it, then that's what's going to happen. That's what's going to happen for sure. Shout out to Trevor again for the super chat. He always donate, man. I appreciate Trevor, man. He gets it going, helping me out, man. I appreciate that. And he just gives a little too. And that's I love that, man. Shout out to Trevor, man. He's a true supporter to his account. And you know, I really want to help him get better. And you know, it's awesome. I appreciate you. Thank you, Trevor. But yeah, I really think you could do it. Ian says, if I work my butt off for a year, do you think I can transfer D1? Yeah. Drafted. Hold up. You guys just said the same thing. Hold up. If I work my butt off for JUCO ball for a year, do you think I transfer D1 to get drafted? Okay. If I work my butt off for a year, do you think I can transfer D1 to get drafted from the school? Is that the same post? You guys, what the? I'm so confused right now. Yeah, how do I not turn the barrel too early where the barrel isn't dipping, but also not turn too late where I'm pushing the barrel? You got to work on your top hand, man, because the top hand controls the barrel. So the way to do that is work on, you know, get a one-handed bat and do that, or you can do split grip where you split your hands and you're able to, you know, get on playing with that ball. So great question. Work on your top hand. It'll start controlling the barrel. My bad. I got 2 accounts. Was on my mother's. Gotcha. Trevor, shout out. Good night, man. Thank you so much. Work ethic is a beautiful thing. Once you start working, it will become natural. Yeah, sure. Look I'm out here at 12 o'clock. I'm out here midnight right now making videos. It's midnight right now. I'm making videos right now. And I'm trying to help you guys at midnight. So it's all about work ethic. How are you going to win in the game? You got to keep pushing. Do I think I should have more views? Yes, but that comes with time and comes with keep putting out content, helping people, helping you guys get what you want. So you got to keep putting the work out. You know, with this YouTube stuff, I put in like 8 hours a day, 9 hours a day on YouTube, trying to figure out how to, I'm making more videos, I'm editing, I'm watching YouTube. So of these videos right here, when they come out, then I can make a video about it. And yeah, man, I'm always doing it because that's the way. Like, you got to put the work in. This, like, for me right now, this is like swinging in the cage right now, going and taking BP and then going back again and taking BP again and taking more hacks. It's like you got to keep taking swings. Eventually, you're going to hit a bomb. And then you might get good. And when you get good, it's going to be scary. The whole team, everybody's going to be afraid of you. They're going to be like, how is he so good? But you just kept taking swings. You kept taking swings. You kept taking cuts while everybody else was sleeping. You know what I mean? You taking swings. So go and keep taking swings and keep practicing, keep crafting out your swing and keep doing your thing. Ian says, most certainly, you'll have many followers with time. Your information is resourceful. It's just about expanding. Yes, expanding. Yeah. So I've been thinking about that as far as talking about other things, expanding into different areas. And I'm going to play with that. I'm going to play with expanding into different topics because I'm doing hitting because that's easiest for me to, like, I've narrowed it down so niche so that people can know what to expect. But I have a lot of videos on this, so I might just start expanding it out a little bit to defense. And I want to talk business. I want to talk marketing. I want to talk about a lot of different things. You know what I mean? I want to even talk to parents. I want to make like more like conversational videos. There's like a lot of things I want to do. I've been sticking to hitting just because I know that people know that I know what I'm talking about. So, and that's easy for me to get the audience, but I definitely need to start expanding. So you're definitely right, Ian. Definitely right. Vladdy's shoulders are pointed up in his finish. Is that something you aim for? Yeah, we're trying to drive the baseball. Ike to Mike, trying to drive it. Let's look at mine. Let's look at mine real quick. Let's look at one where I drove the baseball. Okay. That's not it. Give me a second. Okay. This is just one that's you guys seen it.
Did very well to left field as well. Bats.
So here.
That ball is.
If you see my finish.
That ball is hit very well to left field as well, and Ash not.
It's a little too. Look how my shoulders. See how the shoulders start doing? I'm at 9 right now. Now I'm at 3, and then I finished high. Okay. So I hit this a little out front, but like I still got my shoulders. If they show the side view, my shoulders would be similar to Vladdy's. If you want to be successful, your biggest fear should be that others are outworking you. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I'm putting in work. I'm doing videos at midnight. How many other people doing videos right now that's in the baseball niche? What was it like facing Trevor Bauer in college? Trevor Bauer in college. Let's maybe I got to do a video. I got a video. You seen that, huh? You seen that? You seen that video? I see you. I see you. You seen that video? I sent you an email on my swing. I don't know if you saw it. I haven't seen it yet. I wait until later on the week because next Sunday that's when I do my swing breakdowns. So and my success Sundays. So right now, like I have so much stuff to do that I really don't have time right now to look at it, but I will. And you'll be able to. Yeah. I had 2 walks. And he was doing his little swipe thing, and I was like laughing at him because he was like swiping at me and stuff. But get up, ball. Yes, sir. I got up. That's awesome. All good. I just want to make sure you got the email. I got it. I got you. Cosmic. I got you. Well, do you guys like this stuff? Going live and talking about it, and you guys can ask questions, and they're kind of like little like courses, like little courses right here. It's pretty cool. I'm about to do more stuff, expand for sure though. But I'm going to put out a lot more content. And you guys, again, if you guys want to donate, definitely donate. Helps the channel. Do that for sure. You should make a drill playlist. That'd be good. Drills are like, I think drills are necessary, definitely, because it gives you feels. But, you got to work. That's the key. It's just math. One person's doing 1 hour a day. You're doing 4 hours. 4 hours. Let's say 1 hour a week and 4 hours a week. Who's going to be better? I mean, it's just math. So the key is putting in work. You could keep doing all the vibes and look for the quick fix, or you could really work and do what everybody does. They take 10 to 15 years, 20 years to get better. So, and just grind it out. Every day, show up to the yard. Turn this into your lifestyle. Make it become like you're a weightlifter. If you like a weightlifter where you're like, this is your lifestyle, and then you're going to be a really good hitter. It's just, you're going to go deeper than everybody else. No one's going to be able to beat you. It is what it is. Philip says, yeah, these lives are the vibe. That's awesome. Philip said, could you break down Acuna Jr.? He's my idol. Yeah. Next time Acuna Jr. does something amazing, let's say he crushes a ball or something, send me an email. Let me know, and then I'm going to jump on here, and I'll try to go live, and I'll talk about it. And again, if you guys can, donate because these MLB is about to demonetize me. And what's a personal question? You might want to send that to my email. No, I'm joking. Yeah, what's your personal question? I'm waiting for the question. What's the question? Why do I think my MLB career was short? Do you think it was competition? No. I honestly, like, most MLB careers are circumstantial. So there's a few times I didn't get chances that I should, and then there was a few times where I was hurt. So it was just not right place, right time. If a few things would have went my way, or a few things would have worked out, things would have been different. I would have had like a 10-year career because I could definitely play there for as long as most of these guys. I had definitely better numbers than a lot of them, but it is what it is. It happens. Baseball is circumstantial, and the MLB isn't about. A lot of guys play, get there, and things have to go well. I went with the organization where they had a veteran leadership, and there was a lot of veterans. So the St. Louis Cardinals didn't let young players usually come up that often. So I'm not making excuses or anything, but I got traded to the Reds, and with the Reds, I got hurt at the wrong place, wrong time. They told me I was getting called to the big leagues, and I tore my hamstring. And like the day, it was terrible. So as far as the MLB career, some things it didn't work. That's just how life is sometimes. But it was because competition, because I could out hit a lot of those guys on my teams. I was usually the number 3, number 4 hitter, play third, short, and second. So it just didn't work. It's just one of those things, it happens. It's life. I need to work on my work ethic, but I oftentimes don't know what is wrong with my swing, and I get demotivated and get hard on myself for failure. Keep working on your swing. Keep working on your swing. Keep working on taking BP. Keep taking hacks. Don't get mad at yourself. You're not failure. You're not failing or anything. It's just how it is. You got to go through the pains of hitting, and that's grounding out. That's popping up. That's doing all those things that you're like, why am I not hitting doubles? Why am I not being consistent? You have to go through it. And every player does. I mean, Derek Jeter had like 69 errors defensively when his first year playing rookie ball. They thought about putting him to second base, and he's like, no. And he went through the struggles and pains. Imagine showing up to the yard and making an error like every game. So that was Derek Jeter. And he stuck through it, and now he has a career, and the rest is history. So it is what it is. So when you're in the show, you're playing baseball every day. It's basically the same thing now. You have to play baseball every day to get good. Yep. When you're in the big leagues, and then when you're pro, you practice every single day. Actually, when you're in college too, you practice every single day. You're doing your craft. You're trying to get better every single day. That's just how it is. It's your job. So you're showing up to the field. If the game starts at 7, you're showing up to the field about 1:30, 2 at the latest. I was there like 1 usually. You're stretching out. You weight lift. Then you hit, and then you go about your day. Take your ground balls. You eat, and then you get ready for the game. You play in the game. You get done by 10. You take a shower. You're home by 11. And you chill out for an hour or two, go to sleep, wake up, and get breakfast, and do it all over again. Dang, I want to see you play in the big leagues again. Yeah, I want to play in the big leagues too. What do you say? Maybe it's also because there's so many players. What do you mean, at the pro level? Or in the minors and stuff? Or who cares about the other players? It don't really matter if you play your game. I wasn't worried about any of the other players. You have to just be you have to go. I can't control that stuff. I can only control what I can control. It doesn't matter about any of the other players. It matters about what what I'm doing every day and I'm producing. So yeah, it doesn't matter. So that's the wrong question to ask because there's so many players. It really doesn't matter about the players. It's just timing when it comes to being pro. It's just timing. Why do so many guys get released even when doing well numbers wise? It's part of the business. There's no fit. Maybe they're too old. Maybe there's no spot for them. Maybe they have players better than him. There's so many different things, you know. It's like life, man. Baseball is just like life at the professional level too. It's like dog eat dog. It is what it is. Like it's part of the game. Part of the game. How do I see the baseball better? Hit off a pitching machine and watch the ball all the way into the strike zone. And go closer to it without swinging, go all the way closer to it without swinging, then go all the way back and slow it all the way back to the spot that you were hitting at. Then after that, you swing and you go all the way as close as you possibly can, and then go all the way back. After each line drive, go all the way back. And then I guarantee you off a pitching machine, if you did this when you hit against regular pitchers, you're going to see the ball better because the spin rate off a pitching machine is higher and faster. So you're going to teach yourself to see the ball better, okay? Cosmo, one thing that helps that JC told us is that the best hitters simplify things. They don't complicate it. So if you ever find you're struggling with your swing, try and simplify it. Yes, sir. Hi, boy, Philip. Thanks, man. You really helped me today. Good night. Awesome, Cosmic. Okay, thanks, Philip. That's the dream right there, is playing for 12 hours a day. Yeah, I appreciate your response and not making an excuse. And I'll believe you. If things simply go away, I believe it. If things simply didn't go away, I believe it. Yeah, it's life, you know. Sometimes it just because it wasn't that I wasn't good enough, because I was definitely good enough. It's just life. Sometimes you put your all into something and it doesn't work out, and it's fine. It's fine. I have no regrets. You know, but when I was your age, I was working for it. So I put in all those hours to get that little time in the big leagues. But here's the thing. Nobody can ever take away that I'm a Major League Baseball player. Nobody could ever. So when you hear me say, oh, welcome to my channel, I'm Major League Baseball player Jermaine Curtis, I don't care what the stats are. I made it. So you can't knock me because I'm number like 1,700 out of the 20,000 that ever play in this game. So as far as the game goes, it's like you can't knock me. So I always say it, and it's an honor, and it changed my life. Now everybody sees me as a big leaguer because you can't knock it. So do I wish I would have played 10 years? Yeah. Do I think I could have? Of course I could, but it's life. It happens, but I still made it. You can't knock me for that. And shout out to Joe, man, for the $4.99 super chat. I appreciate you, man. I love that because YouTube's going to MLB's going to demonetize me because I use their videos. So I really appreciate you jumping on and give me that $4.99 for the super chat, especially because I'm trying to help you guys, and it means a lot. So even that little means a lot for my account. So thank you so much. And Joe, you know, give me a shout out. Where you from? Let me know a little bit about you. Philip, what are the main things that all scouts look for? The 5 tools: speed, defense, hitting, power, and arm strength. 5 tools. And I would say 6 tool too, because 6 tool is the mental game. They never talk about it, but I think that's super important to be like successful in baseball. Like I think that's one of the most important things when it comes to being successful in baseball. Like a lot of you guys always focus on the baseball, but it's all about how do you handle failure. Baseball, you're going to fail 7 out of 10 times, and you're a great baseball player. I hit 300 quite a few times in my career, and imagine that at 7 out of 10 times I was failing. So it's how you deal with it. Can you forget? Can you move on? After you struck out 3 times in a day, can you come back to the ballpark and be successful? Or is your family, let's say your family's having problems, right? Your family's having problems and you're talking to them on the phone all day to try to sort it out. And then you got to forget all of that and go to the field and play and perform. And if you don't perform, you could probably get released. So the mental game is the most important part because that's how you succeed. You know what I'm saying? So, but those are the 5 tools that they look for. And I actually have a video now. I'm going to make a video. I have like a video or information about what scouts look for. I have all their like information. I'm going to make a video about it. Do you have to be the prettiest player? Nah, pretty. I wasn't pretty. You see that swing? What do you do besides YouTube? YouTube, hitting lessons. I do a lot of coaching, like camps and clinics. I've partnered with USA Baseball. This summer, I'm going to be coaching with USA Baseball as a hitting coach. And then in the new league, the Appalachian League. And then there's some other stuff that I'm doing as well. And yeah, I'm busy, man. I'm busy. What happened after your injury? So I blew out my hamstring. Then I got traded to the A's, and I was going to make the opening day roster with the A's, but I re-injured my hamstring. So, yeah, re-injured my hamstring during spring training. And then on top of that, I fouled the ball off my foot when I came back from when I was healthy, being re-injured, and my foot was like, basically it wasn't broken or anything, but I couldn't run or anything. So I had to get put into, the disabled list because of that. So that set me back. And yeah, it was, a lot of stuff happened. This article said to aim for what the top MLB players are capable of so that we aren't selling to our skill levels. Is that true? Yeah, man. You know what's crazy? What's interesting about this whole conversation that you just said right there, from the age of 5 years old, I knew I would play in the MLB. And I just knew because I was going to outwork everybody. I committed from the age of 5 years old. And I feel like a lot of you guys don't commit. You guys want it, but you don't commit. I committed to it since I was 5 years old. And I knew it was going to happen. I prayed every night. I dreamed about it. And I knew it was going to happen. You know what I mean? And it happened. And then now that I'm look back at my career, I'm like, man, my sights were too low. I should have been trying to be a Hall of Famer in the MLB. I would have had like 10 years in the big leagues. So sometimes I think you got to be, if you commit to it and like you know what I mean? Like if you commit to it, like I did it, I accomplished it. And it was like, well, I never said I wanted to stay in the big leagues. I said I was going to make the big leagues. So I think my sights were even too low because I always knew I was going to make it. I should have been saying I'm about to be a Hall of Famer. If I would have said that, I would have played like 10 years in the big leagues. Biography. That's not a bad idea. That's awesome, bro. You coach for a living, so you're still in the game. I mean, yeah, I'm coaching. I'm trying to figure out what I want to do. You know, this is easy for me. So, and it's like a natural fit, the coaching. But I don't know, man. I'm trying to figure it all out. You know, life is like for the first 20 years of my life, or basically the majority of my life, all I wanted to do was play baseball. Now it's like basically over. Not, I mean, I guess I could go play in Mexico or play overseas and stuff like that. Like, but what I'm saying is that I've never known what I want to do after the game. So now I'm trying to figure it all out. And so it's been interesting. It's been scary, but it's been fun. And I might do more videos of like my friends who retired, who played in the MLB, and what are they doing now, and create like life after baseball, and like a series of guys talking to players who are younger, who are going to play baseball, and like what to do or what to think after the game. I think that would be cool content to put out there too, because I know friends who are doing real estate. I know friends who are doing, have their own companies, and that, they played in the MLB, and I think it'd be really, really good to check that out. So he said, that's awesome. Yep. Joe said, love your content. My son Ethan and I watch your videos all the time. He's in high school. I coach. Awesome. Yeah, I appreciate you. That's awesome. Thank you for the $4.99 chat. I really appreciate it. Yeah, those things make my day because I'm about to get demonetized for these videos. Usually I do because I use the MLB videos and they demonetize, so they take all my money. So just even giving a little bit helps a lot for me and in the channel. So thanks a lot, Joe. I really appreciate it. It means a lot. Philip says, glad I'm not the only one praying and dreaming about it. Yeah, pray, keep praying, man. Keep dreaming. That's natural. You should be doing that. If you weren't doing that, then I'd be like, something's wrong. I'm only 5'9", which sometimes is demotivating. Man, Ian, I need to talk to you for a second. Ian, this is specifically to you, okay? Ian, every time you post on here, you have said stuff that was kind of like you're downing, you doubt yourself. Like, what'd you say up here? I'm looking, I'm showing you how many followers time. You said something up here that goes on. Okay, anyways, you said something like stuff like that. I'm 5'9", it's demotivating. You said stuff like that. This is what I gotta tell you. None of that matters. That stuff doesn't matter. If you think it's bad because you're 5'9", then it's going to be bad. Then it's a problem. But if you don't think it's a problem, I'm talking to you, Ian, because this is specifically to you. If you don't think it's a problem, then it's not going to be a problem. You think Jose Altuve cares that he's like 5'5"? In his head, he thinks he's 9 feet tall. It's not a problem. So why is it a problem for you? Why do you have to make it about height? That's just that's an excuse. Look, I didn't play a long time in the MLB, but I take responsibility and accountability. Some things happen. I should have changed. Should have ate a little bit better. I mean, I ate well, but sometimes I wouldn't eat as best as I could. So there's things you got to take responsibility. There's no excuses. You do it or you don't. I did it, made to the MLB, but I didn't get a few breaks. But I'm owning up to it. It happened. So same thing with you. Own up to it. Who cares you're 5'9"? You're the only one that cares. And if you make it a problem, then it's going to be a problem. If you don't and say, all right, I don't care, I'm 5'9", I'm still going to dominate, it's not going to be a problem. People are still going to respect you. You know what I'm saying? So I'm speaking specifically to you because you need to change that story that's in your head. All the things that you're caring about, it doesn't even matter. You're making it a problem and it's not a problem. I'm 5'10". You're 5'9". I played in the big leagues. I played in the big leagues. I wasn't even fast. I didn't even have that much power. Played in the big leagues. You can do the same thing. I didn't let this limit me. You're limiting yourself. Stop it. Stop it. Mookie Betts, such a point. Yep. If you're really good, size and tall. Yep. Dustin Pedroia, Altuve. How tall is Mookie Betts? I don't know. He's small too. On the bright side, smaller player means you have a small strike zone, more compact muscle, and faster. And you know what you're going to get. You're going to get fastballs. Get ready to hit them. Hammer them too. You know more likely what you're going to get. Ricky Henderson was in top probably the best leadoff man in history. Yeah. Yeah, man. Yeah. It's only a problem, Ian, if you make it a problem. And you're making it a problem. It's not an issue. I'm 5'10". But if you looked on my card, it says 6'1". I would give myself like 3 inches, like 6'1", 250. They were like, oh, man, this guy's a giant. He's scary. But nah, man. Acuna Jr., 5'10", when he entered the league, and his brother's like 5'8". Exactly. It's not an issue. It's not an issue. You're making excuses. Do the work. Bust your butt. Work. Do it. You could be drafted. You could play D1. Go do the work. You could do it. No one's holding you back. Only you. You're holding yourself back when you say these stuff. And yeah, I think that was you that said, yeah. You said, if I work my butt off in a year, do you think I can transfer to D1? Yeah. So that's exactly what I mean. Like, these questions are, you're not believing that you can do it. You could do it, man. I did it. I think you could do it too, but you got to believe it. So, yeah. We got Michael that jumped on. Shout out to Michael jumping on. I appreciate you. We got Philip in the house, true supporter. We got Ian Navarro, true supporter. We got Joe giving me a super chat. Look at that, Joe, giving that super chat. I appreciate you. That's awesome. Thank you. We got Michael Jordan's, Mark and Jordan's dad was 5'9", Miles 5'5". He was 5'10" as a 16-year-old. Yeah. Hey, it's only a problem if you make it a problem. So, how'd you guys like this show? You guys like this? I might do this more often. Still posting videos. Go watch the video I released today. It only got 55 views, which I thought that video was going to be a banger. I thought that video was going to be a banger. That video wasn't a banger. It happens. And shout out. And if you guys haven't got my Hitter's Log book, the books, it's going to be, the link's going to be in the description below. Go and get my Hitter's Log book. It's going to help you as a player. You're going to learn who you are as a hitter. And I already got coaches. I got players reaching out saying they're dominating from this book. Guys are getting results, man. Don't get left behind because you're not want to invest into shipping. I'm going to give it to you for free. Just pay the shipping on this. So go ahead and purchase this or claim it. Pay the shipping on it. I'll send this out to you and start doing this. And I'm give you the training to use it so you know how to like actually use it. So go and get your Hitter's Log, track everything, learn who you are as a hitter because you're going to track your thoughts. You're going to track your at-bats, the pitches you see, the pitches you do good. After a good sample size, you'll know who you are as a hitter. You could go up there and hit and play to your strengths. And when you do that, that's when you're going to start dominating guys. So go ahead and get it. Link will be in the description or it's in my latest videos. You'll see them. Just go down, click it. It's for free. Pay the shipping. And yeah, do that. Do that for yourself. And Cortland says, what's going on, coach? I'm a JUCO alumni. Earned a D1 opportunity this fall. Your advice, mental cues, and concepts along with Steve Springers have been instrumental in my development in the last year. Amazing. Hey, shout out to you, man. Shout out to you, man. I appreciate you. Yeah, shout out to you for the testimonial and go do your thing, man. Go out there, get that D1 opportunity and go take someone's spot. There's no friends out there. Go take someone's spot. Go earn your stripes. Go earn your stripes. Take his spot. You belong with the big dogs. You got a D1 opportunity. Go out there and do it. Show them. Don't hold back. Be fearless. Fearless. Don't ever give in mentally. Don't ever give in. Ever. You're better than you're better than everybody out there. You don't have to say that, but you're better. Go out there, ball out, keep those mental cues. When things go tough, remember you are good. I gave you, I have so many videos on mental cues and what to say to yourself and all that stuff. Go ahead and do that and go dominate, man. It ain't that hard. You could do this. Go out there, play your game. Know who you are. Do you. Michael said, what's your PayPal for that? It's go to the link in the description below and you'll be able to, basically do everything or my latest video and click on it and it'll take you to the page where you sign up. Yeah, they'll give you all the information you need. But yeah, Cortland, go do your thing, man. Go do your thing. So thank you guys. I appreciate it. I'm probably going to start doing more of these and yeah, see you in the next video.